Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm excited to show you how to make the most delicious Kenyan-style scrambled eggs with tomatoes and cilantro. This is comfort food at its finest, and I'll be serving it with the traditional way with ugali and greens. It's simple, flavorful and absolutely satisfying. So let's get started. First, let me show you what we are working with today. I'm going to place all the ingredients on the counter so that you can see exactly what we need. We have our eggs here, some diced onions, cooking oil, diced tomatoes, a beautiful bunch of fresh cilantro or Dania as we call it, salt and black pepper. Now I've already diced my onions and tomatoes using my Tupperware super dicer, just like I did in my previous butter chicken video. If you haven't seen that one yet, I'll link it up here. This too makes prep work so much easier and faster. Next up, I'm going to show you how I puree these tomatoes. I'm using my Tupperware herb chopper for this, and honestly I prefer it to the blender any day. I know you might be asking why, but it's because it's completely manual, no electricity needed, and you have full control over the texture. Watch as I chop these tomatoes down into a nice smooth puree. See how quickly that comes together? Perfect. Now I'm transferring the pureed tomatoes into this bowl and we'll set that aside. Now for the cilantro, I'm going to chop it up, but here's an important step. I'm separating the stems from the leaves. The stems go into the cooking for extra flavor, and the leaves will be used for garnish or mix it at the end. So don't throw those stems away, they pack up so much flavor. Now it's time to crack our eggs. I'm doing this one by one, just like I showed you in yesterday's video. Make sure you crack them into a clean bowl, then transfer into a bigger one, and you repeat the same process. Then we'll set that aside until we are ready to use them. On to the cooking. I'm placing my wok on the stove top, but don't worry, a regular pan works just as well if that's what you have. I'm adding in some cooking oil and letting it heat up. You want your oil nice and hot before we start adding our ingredients. The oil is ready. In goes the diced onions. Give them a good stir and let them cook for a bit until they soften and become translucent. You'll start to smell that wonderful aroma. Now I'm adding in those cilantro stems we separated earlier, remember? Stir everything together and let it cook for a minute or two. I'm not using any additional spices today, but if you want to add some, maybe some cumin, paprika, chili flakes, or whatever you prefer, this is the perfect time to do it. Now I'm going in with the pureed tomatoes. Pour them right in, give everything a good stir, and let those tomatoes cook down. This is where all the flavor starts to marry together beautifully. The tomatoes are looking good and have reduced nicely. Now it's time for the eggs. I'm pouring them in, and immediately I'm using my spatula to break them up and incorporate them into the tomato mixture. At this point, I'm turning my heat down to medium-low. This is important because we don't want to overcook the eggs or make them rubbery. We want them soft and creamy. Now, I'm letting everything cook undisturbed for a while. Just let it set up a little bit. Alright, time to give it another stir. Look at that beautiful texture. Now, I'm seasoning with sea salt and black pepper. Don't be shy. Taste as you go and adjust according to your preference. Then you mix everything together one more time and let it cook through completely. The egg should be fully cooked, but still moist and fluffy, not too dry. but if you want them dry, that's still fine. And we are done. Look at how gorgeous this looks. Those vibrant colors, that perfect texture. This is what comfort food is all about, and a quick meal is all about. Now, let me show you how we serve this. I've got my ugali here and some beautifully cooked greens. The eggs go right alongside, and this, my friends, is a traditional Kenyan meal that will warm your soul. The combination of the eggs with the tomatoes, that hearty ugali and nutritious greens is an absolutely perfect combo. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Let me know in the comments what traditional dishes you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Happy cooking!